for always finding ways to help me out when needed. I want to thank my dad for always being there for me, even when he was away. Nothing is better than hearing the words, "I'm proud of you, son," from your dad. I love you. I want to thank my auntie and uncle for being co-parenting figure for my sister and I growing up. I will thank my coaches and teammates for giving me a memorable season, but most importantly, Coach Osborne. I thank you for helping me see the other side of things. That conversation we had in the middle of the season was a talk I needed badly. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Braden Anderson. Next, we have number 4, Daniel Maldonado. Escorted by parents Gabe and Maria Maldonado. Daniel participated in football and wrestling. After school, he plans to get his pilot's license and pursue a career of being an emergency service pilot. He's going to miss the late nights in the hotel, singing in the locker room, and the fun life conversations with coaches. I want to thank my parents for always being there for me, no matter what. My siblings for being people I can look up to and learn from. The coaches for always wanting to make us better, and for making the senior year memorable. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4, Daniel Maldonado. Next, we have number 5, Connor Martin. Escorted by Casey and Heidi Martin, and sister, Neva. He played football, basketball, and trap shooting. Plans after school is fighting fire for ODF for the summer, then attending Silverhawk Aviation Academy and pursue a career in being a helicopter pilot. I will miss the excitement from my teammates when someone makes a goal, a good play, as well as late night talks with the coaches. I'd like to thank all my friends, family, coaches, and teammates. I would like to thank our Lord and Savior as well. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, Connor Martin. Next, we have number 7, Eli Long. Escorted by Mike and Jeff Janlong. He played basketball 3 years, golf 3 years, soccer 1 year. After high school, I plan to attend college and study biology. I also plan to play golf or basketball at the college level. The thing that I miss most about playing high school sports is being around my teammates. I will also miss the long bus rides and competing with my friends. I would like to thank God for the ability to compete in sports and the opportunity to share memories with the people around me. I'd also like to thank my friends and especially my parents for always pushing me to do better. Ladies and gentlemen, number 7, Eli Long. Next, we have number 8, Jack Murphy. Escorted by his parents, Barry and Courtney Murphy. He's participated in football and baseball. After school, he's going to go to Boise State for ROTC and Army. He's going to miss the bus trips, playing with my friends, and games. He wants to thank my parents for always pushing him to be better, and my coaches and teammates for making this year memorable. Ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Jack Murphy. Next, we have number 50, Otis Young. Escorted by Chris and Amy Young. He's played football for 4 years. After school, and currently, he's enlisted in the U.S. Army in AS Combat Medic. We'll attend basic training June 29th in Missouri. He's going to miss playing with my teammates, especially the linemen. He wants to thank family and teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, number 50, Otis Young. Next, we have number 79, Rylan Jantz. Escorted by Tim Jantz and Erica Jantz. He's participated in sports after school. He's participated in football. That came out. Plans after school, going to plumbing school and becoming a plumber. the bus rides with teammates, all the locker room moments, and the people I met and made friends with. I want to thank my mom and dad for always supporting me and coming to all the games. I also want to thank my teammates and coaches for the time and work they put in to assist the team and me. Ladies and gentlemen, number 79, Rylan Jett. Next we have number 90, Roman Zickraft. Escorted by his older sister, Ariel, his mother, Sharon, father, Guy. And Grandma, Zane. He participated in wrestling, football, and baseball. After school, he plans to major in biology at Boise State University and then pursue my career as a doctor. He's going to miss the trips with my friends, the thrill of winning matches and games, and the exhilaration of winning a tournament. I love always having more room to improve, being given the resources I need to improve. I would like to thank my coaches in all sports, especially Coach Jairus Stevens. I would also like to thank my mom and dad. My dad's willingness to travel and their unending support, and my grandmother and my sister for making every effort to attend my events over the last 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, number 90, Roman Zickraft. Next we have number 59, Louis Jules. Escorted by his mom, Jody, and dad, Alan, joined by my siblings, Mary Ann and Jamie. He's participated in football all 4 years and tried wrestling and track. So, plans after school, plan A is to start a family and go to culinary school around the age of 30. But plan B is to join the Marines. We'll wait and see which plan sticks. The thing I will miss the most is helping others by being a part of helping them improve. And arguing with my mom on if I'm going to play or not. She won, by the way. My mom for making me play. I must thank my mom for making me play, my dad for helping me become a better person, my grandparents for inspiring me to go out of my comfort zone, also Jamie for being my big little brother and pushing me to become stronger so I can stand by his side on the line. Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, number 59, Louis Jules. Next we have number 57, Isaac Berry. Escorted by Adam and Tristan Berry. Participated in tennis for 2 years, football 4 years, track and field for 1 year. After school, he plans to attend Southern Western Community College for his associate's degree, forestry management, and association in natural resources with a certificate in forest technologies. He missed the opportunity to try something new, the sportsmanship sense of family, team-like environment, and camaraderie. I must thank parents for guiding him through life and helping him accomplish things. Number 57, Isaac Berry. And last, number 65, Jackson Evers. I want to specifically mention and thank my mom for making sure my food bag was always packed for games. Ladies and gentlemen, number 65, Jackson Eversole. And next we have the cheerleaders, senior cheerleaders. Senior cheerleader, the first senior cheerleader, is Alyssa Nielsen. Escorted by parents Megan and David team, as well as how much I learned. I thank my parents for supporting me through everything I do. My coaches for welcoming me and teaching me to be much better about cheering. And my teammates for welcoming me onto this wonderful team and providing a safe space. Like several members told me from the start, we really are like one big family. Ladies and gentlemen, Alyssa Nilsson. Next we have Paige Anderson. Christy, Monty, and Paisley Anderson. Paige was participating in cheerleading and tennis. She plans to attend the College of Southern Idaho, where she plans to get an associate's in health science and be a part of the cheer team. After CSI, I will transfer to Boise State University to obtain a bachelor's degree and continue on to PA school. I will miss the hard conditioning and late competition practices with the team, team dinners and laughs. And I miss the team so much, they are truly a part of me. I want to thank my parents for trusting me to make my own choices, for believing in me when I didn't. I also want to thank my team for always being there, for supporting me and hyping me up when I needed it the most. I love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, Paige Anderson. Okay, Simon, did I miss somebody?
No, you're good, Barry.
Perfect.
Mommy and Kid gave me $1 bill.
Okay, kids.
Can I buy a Tootsie Pop? Please, 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 please.
Play your heart out tonight and the rest of the season. Leave knowing you've given it all you've got. Leave knowing that you are one of the lucky ones. Remember the love. Remember the defeat. Remember the laughs and the tears. Remember the battle wounds. And remember the coaches that pushed you and never let you give up. Seniors, on this night and every day moving forward, will be filled with memories that will last a lifetime. On this night, years from now, you will not remember the wins and losses of each season, but the people that took this journey with you and never let you look back. On behalf of Baker School District, the City of Baker, and Bulldog fans here and around the world, we thank you for your commitment, passion, and dedication to Baker High School athletics. Fans in the stands, this is your opportunity. Get on your feet and show these senior athletes just how much you appreciate their efforts. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the senior athletes of 2025. All right, it's game time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium in tonight's Greater Oregon League matchup. Featuring the visitors, please welcome the Dalles Riverhawks. And the home team, your Baker Bulldogs. Ladies and gentlemen, if able, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem, performed by my iPhone. right, now let's meet the starters. First, the Dalles offense. First, we have wide receiver, number 1, Reese Henslow. At quarterback, number 3, Logan Mitchell. At wide receiver, number 4, Lucky Nessie. At tight end, number 9, Hunter Bustos. At running back, number 15, Bryson Cates.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you into Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium. A happy Halloween. We got the final regular season game of the year coming up for the Bulldogs. Once again, my name's Jesse Taub. Thankful for you to be here. Excited for tonight's matchup. The Bulldogs have a chance with a win to secure a postseason spot and make some noise in the state playoffs. Currently, the Bulldogs come in with a 2-6 record, but they're 2-1 in league, and with a win tonight, they'd make it 3-1 and secure the second spot. The Dalles coming in at 3-5, they're 1-2 in league. So, as we set up this game here, I think we got a good matchup coming up. I think these teams are very balanced, and we could see a tight one tonight. The Dalles Riverhawks, they're going to be primarily a run-based offense, and for the Bulldogs, that is their weakness, stopping the run. They struggled a little bit with that last week against Malala in what could be described as a mud bowl over on the western side there. But after only losing by 2, the Bulldogs come back, and like I said, with a win tonight, can secure their spot in the postseason. Not bad for a team that a lot of people counted out, weren't even sure if this team was going to pick up a win, and now, here we go. They got a chance to head to the postseason. Under first-year head coach Jeff Olivier. Just finished up some senior night festivities here on the field, so we should be getting going here any moment. You just saw the opening coin flip. Currently, right now, on the another one of our channels, you can watch Pendleton and LeGrand. They just kicked off very recently, about 14 seconds ago. They're all tied up at 0. We'll keep an eye on that. Another good game up in LeGrand. But our game tonight, right in front of you, should be a fun one. As I mentioned, the Bulldogs are going to take the opening kick. It'll be Logan Crawford back to receive for Baker once we get all set up. Once again, want to thank you all for joining us tonight. As I mentioned, our final regular season broadcast across all of the station different channels. And if you're looking out on Facebook, we're only able to do one live broadcast on Facebook, so the Pendleton-LeGrand game is there. This one located on the Roku channel, our website, and YouTube as well. In case anybody's looking to watch, let them know where they can find us. Opening kick for the Dalles, go out of bounds, and the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 with some good field position. Baker's led by junior quarterback Quinn Wellman, there. He's 6'1", 185, number 13 there. Senior running back Daniel Maldonado, number 4, often lines up behind him. Senior Connor Martin, the tight end. You see Wellman coming in there. And senior Braden Anderson, another wide receiver we'll see a bit of tonight, along with senior Eli Long. All right, Bulldogs come out. Their standard 3 wide receiver set. Maldonado behind Wellman. Wellman looks out, makes the pass, and we got a good completion to start the game. Pick up about 3 or 4 there. completion there made to well, I'm got to be honest, I do not have, I believe that might have been Jude Crater. I can't be certain, though. I'll make sure, see if we can figure out who 33 is. But Wellman back in shot. Long to the top of the screen. He's looking there, doesn't see anything. Comes back to the bottom of the screen, going to Anderson, or Martin, excuse me. Martin makes a group of the Bulldogs on the opening drive. All right, once again, Baker comes out in the 3 wide receiver set. They got Martin and Nimmo, the tight ends, on the right of the line. It's going to be Martin in motion. Wellman pass out there. Going to be brought down. That might be Ambrose Rexroad, actually. So the pass is complete, but, incomplete. Compete. I'm not sure why I was talking about that, but Bulldogs coming out now 4th and 6. Looks like they're going to go for it. Crawford in motion. Got a timeout. Baker. We'll take a quick one with them and be back right after this.
B&K Auto Salvage and Recycling has been in operation since 1973. Getting our start by selling used auto parts from salvaged cars, we have grown to be a leader in the metal recycling industry of Eastern Oregon. From anything containing metals all the way to car tires and parts, we recycle it all as best we can. Give us a call at any of our locations and we'll be glad to assist you and help fulfill any and all metal recycling or auto parts needs. Stay classy and keep on recycling.
All right, welcome back. Just a quick 30-second timeout there for the Bulldogs, their first of the half. Out of the timeout, Wellman is going to be deep to kick. The Riverhawks got both Kinslow and Green deep, depending on the kick. It looks like it will be Green taking the kick. Oh, fumble there. Then looks like the Bulldogs recovered. Yes, they did. That's number 3, Braden Anderson, the senior, comes up with the big fumble recovery. Woo, good way to start the game for the Bulldogs. Special teams making a play. That's what they needed. So they're going to take over 1st and 10 on the Riverhawk 36. Let's see if they can take advantage of this mistake. Once again, if you're just joining us, want to welcome you in. A happy Halloween to everyone as well. We got a good one here tonight, I believe, a regular season finale. And for the Bulldogs, a win secures them a postseason spot. Wellman looking deep. And, just overthrown there. Great defensive play there as well by Landon Lights. Makes a great breakup. Might be Leets, actually. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Baker. They try and take advantage of the fumbled punt. So 2nd and 10, Bulldogs, their 3 wide receiver set. We got Long to the bottom of the screen. Martin, the tight end, in the slot. Anderson up top. Maldonado behind. Wellman looking right, goes back left. He's looking for Eli Long. Single coverage, got his man beat, and boom! Eli Long, touchdown. Baker, Quinn Wellman, the 36-yard pass. Take a look at the replay here. Wellman lines it up. Eli Long got a step, and that is all he needs. You'll see Wellman and Long on the hard court this winter for Baker basketball as well. Big play there for the Bulldogs to start off the night. 36-yard touchdown completion. It'll be Maldonado kicking the extra point. Snap, holder good. Kick is up and no good. So it'll stay right there 6-0. We'll take a quick break and be back with the Dalles' first possession after this. All right, welcome back. We'll have Maldonado kicking off for the Bulldogs. Riverhawks got a few people deep to receive. We'll see who ends up collecting that. Oh, it's going to take a weird bounce and go out of bounds. So just like the Riverhawks opening kick heading out of bounds, the Bulldogs kick heads out of bounds, and the Dalles will take over 1st and 10. Riverhawks led by senior quarterback number 3, Logan Mitchell. Riverhawks also significant advantage up front just in terms of size of the line. The Bulldogs probably have the advantage in terms of quickness, but we'll see if the Riverhawks able to take advantage of that size and create some space for their running backs. At the short fullback there is going to be number 32, Josh Brackenbury. At the top of the I is going to be number 15, Bryson Cates. So a 2 wide receiver set, both to the left. Kinslow in motion. They're going to hand it to him on the sweep. Looking for some spot. Nice tackle, and Kinslow is stopped there. Looks like it's going to be a loss of 1. Great pursuit there by the Bulldogs defense. Able to stretch out the play, not let him get around the corner. And with that, a pack of dogs there to bring him down. So it'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Dalles. All right, the Bulldogs come out in their standard, usually they go with a 3-4. They changed it to a bit of a 4-3 here now to kind of combat a little bit of the run. Play action here. He's going to roll right. Not going to see anybody. You got a couple people chasing him. That's going to be Roman Zickrap, the senior, who brings him down for a sack and a loss of what I'd say about 14. A big play there for the Bulldogs defense, and they've had 2 big plays so far just in these first 6 minutes. And 3rd and 25 coming up for the Riverhawks. Important thing to note, too, although it's 3rd and 25 in high school, no automatic first down on any interference there. So sometimes in the pros or college, you'll see these long ones. If they can just get an interference call, they can get a first down. Wouldn't necessarily be the case here. You're going to roll right, looking for his tight end there. Going to trip up just a little bit. That Hunter Bustos, a big tight end, picks up a nice gain of 6 there, but not enough. So it'll bring up 4th and about 18. Riverhawks will head out into punt formation. And while that's going, I got to tell you about one of our amazing sponsors that make all of this possible, Hobby Habit. Hobby Habit in LeGrand is getting ready to celebrate, get this, 42 years in business. What that means to you is November 7th through the 9th, when you buy anything in store, you get to spin the wheel of savings, which will get you a discount of anywhere from 10% to 35% off. Between now and then, get into Hobby Habit, purchase the new Traxxas Ford Fiesta, and get a free battery and charger with your purchase. Hobby habit, just for the fun of it. All right, so Crawford there fields the punt for the Bulldogs. They'll come on out and take their second, well, technically third possession of the game. If you're just joining us, Bulldogs took the opening kick. The Dalles stopped them, got a 3-and-out, but on the punt, it was a muffed punt, and so the Bulldogs recovered. They went down to score a touchdown. Dalles just punted their first possession, so we'll see what Quinn Wellman and the Bulldogs have to say. All right, now they got the junior Colton Lucian in the eye behind him. Martin, the tight end, they're going to give it to Lucian on the pitch. He makes a nice man miss there, tries to bounce it outside, but not able to get there. He's going to be stopped for about a loss of 1. So it'll bring up 2nd and 11. Again, the Riverhawks, certainly a size advantage up front in the trenches. Might be a bit of a tough night to run, but you got to keep that balance. You got to keep them wondering. Can't turn into a one-sided passing team here. We'll see if they try and get their running backs the ball in space with some screens or short passes as well, kind of an extension of that run. Bulldogs come out 3 wide receiver sit, all trips to the bottom of the screen here. You got Anderson in the slot, Lucian the back. Wellman looking for Lucian. He's got him open. Ooh, just missed him there. Some good pressure there by the Riverhawks. Number 56 there got into the backfield. That's Everest Leonardson. Forced Wellman to throw that before he was quite ready. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 11. Big stop potential here for the Riverhawks. They can get a stop here, get the ball back, get their offense back in gear. Bulldogs come out, 3 wide receiver set, long to the top of the screen. Crawford in the slot, Anderson down low. Wellman's looking left, then he's going right, looking for long again. He's got his man beat. Oh, just through his hands. Was able to get a step there, but just couldn't connect with Wellman. Another great toss, though, by Wellman. Great spiral, great hang time there. Lets his receiver kind of run right under it. We'll see if the Bulldogs elect to go for it here. They are at about the 40, so if there were analytics in high school football, it might tell you to go for it. Probably wouldn't, but yeah, so the Bulldogs, they're going to be in punt formation here. Wellman is going to kick. Deep to receive for the Riverhawks. I believe that's Reese Kenslow, number 1. Senior wide receiver. Little bit of a high. Oh, Wellman's got to try and get on it. Nope, unable to get on it. Still loose. Bulldogs pick it up, but that is going to be a big advantage for the Dalles. Just what you didn't want to see there if you're the Bulldogs. After a couple big plays, Riverhawks will take over. They are in business inside, I believe, the 10. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 9 or the 8. So for the Dalles, just the break you needed to try and get back into this game here and potentially even take the lead. They're going to come out in 2 wide receiver set, just 2 to the top. Double tight end, fullback, and deep in the eye is going to be Josh Brackenbury, kind of their short yardage, bigger back. We'll see if they just let him pound it 4 times and try and get it into the end zone here. Kenslow in motion. Going to give it to Brackenbury. He's able to get a few yards, but then stopped by a couple of Bulldogs there, able to make the tackle. Again, that's senior running back Josh Brackenbury. So he doesn't really pick up anything. It's now, well, maybe about 1. So we'll go 2nd and 8 now. All right, once again, they're going to come out in their standard I formation here. Mitchell, the snap. He's going to hand to Brackenbury. He's going up the middle, rumbling, bumbling, throwing some guys off of him. Is he in? Yes, he is. So that'll be a touchdown, Riverhawks. The big man and the senior. Brackenbury up the middle. Take a look at the Valley Insurance instant replay there. He's able to kind of throw a guy off of him, and then by the time he's down, he's across the goal line in for the Riverhawk touchdown. So they'll look to take the lead here with the extra point after the Bulldogs missed theirs. Kicking is going to be London Leitz, senior. Be Anderson to hold. And there's going to be some offsides there for Baker. Don't love to see that. You wonder if they'll may go for 2 now after they move it half a distance to the goal. Nope, looks like they're going to still go for the kick. Take the sure lead here. Snap, hold, good. Bulldogs able to get some penetration, but not enough. Kick is up and good. The Dalles take an early first quarter lead, 7-6. Be back right after this.
Eastern Oregon is home to natural wonders, historical sites, and unforgettable experiences. Nobody should have to choose what to leave out of their trip to the area. Elgin's Hunaha RV Park is located in the center of Eastern Oregon's best tourism corridor. Offering 25 pull-through sites, 19 back-in sites, tent camping, showers, and free Wi-Fi, Hunaha is here to fit your vacation needs. Downtown Elgin features family-friendly restaurants, coffee shops, shopping, and the award-winning Elgin Opera House. Don't leave anything out on your next trip to Northeast Oregon. Book your stay today at hunaharvpark.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium, and a happy Halloween out there. While the Dalles get set to kick, it'll be Crawford Deep. I want to tell you about another one of our amazing sponsors that have been making this possible all year long. B&K Auto Salvage and Recycling. A big thank you to B&K for supporting local football. B&K just doesn't specialize in new and used parts for your vehicle. They have commercial dumpster service, tire recycling, metal demolition and cleanup, and they buy used cars. B&K Auto Salvage and Recycling in Pendleton, LeGrand, and Baker. Get a hold of them today for all your auto parts, metal scrapping, and salvage needs. All right, it's going to be Anderson there who picked up the kick for the Bulldogs, able to bring it out to the 26. And Baker will start their 1st and 10. So a little more than 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Baker looking to pick up their 3rd league win, which, if you're just joining us and didn't hear me earlier, with a win, the Bulldogs secure a spot in the postseason as they would finish 2nd in the GOL behind LeGrand, who is currently taking on Pendleton. Wellman, though, going to throw it out deep to a little screen here. Ooh, big hit there made by the Dalles, but not before a first down picked up by the Bulldogs. Currently, Pendleton and LeGrand tied at 7 with just under 3 minutes to go. So after the first down, Baker out across the 35 at the 37 here. Still a 3 wide receiver set, but they're tight here on the bottom of the screen. Anderson, the only one up top. Wellman looks like he's going to run. He is. See if he can pick up some yardage. Yep. A little bit of a late hit there. Flag down. Certainly took him out after he had crossed that second white line there. So that'll help after Wellman picks up 8 on the run. We'll see what they're going to, assuming they're going to add to it here. So I believe this will be, so they're going to give him 7 on the run. So after the 15-yard penalty, the Bulldogs are going to take over on the Riverhawk 41 here. Wellman got Maldonado behind him. Two wide receivers, the bottom of the screen. Wellman rolling right. Look there, 33 got him as makes a nice catch there. That's Henry Camandula with the 11-yard first down catch. So the Bulldogs keep marching it down the field here on this drive. See if they can capitalize as we head under 5 minutes in the first quarter. The Dalles really like to play kind of a 5-2 defense. Maybe a bit of a 4-3, but they always put 5 people down on the line. Wellman going to throw the screen to Crawford. He sees a hole. He's going to make a man miss. Cuts across the field. He's got space up the middle. Can he make it in? Yes, sir. Senior wide receiver Logan Crawford. The 30-yard touchdown pass from Quinn Wellman. Let's take a look on the Valley Insurance replay. Crawford's going to get the short pass, extension of the run game, makes a couple people miss, cuts back across the field, up the middle, and into the end zone for the score. So Wellman now 2 touchdown passes, both a 36-yarder and a 30-yarder here in the first quarter. It'll be Maldonado to kick, looking to make it a 6-point lead. That might have been a little offsides. Kick was good, but see what the flag is. And the Bulldogs now look like they're going to go for 2. Okay, so they're going to say a false start on the offense. I'm wondering if the Bulldogs thought that was going to be on the defense, and that's why they put in their offense to go for 2. I think so. That's why they had to take a timeout here. So let's keep it right here because we're going to go for break right after the extra point. And let me just tell you about another one of our amazing sponsors that make all of this possible. Reed and Associates. They can help you during the Medicare election period. It's coming up October 15th through December 7th. And they have some great news. Starting September 15th, Reed and Associates will also have an office at 1902 Resort Street here in Baker City. They have great professional, friendly, and knowledgeable staff and service and are huge supporters of youth in the community. Reed and Associates for home, auto, Medicare, and life. Give them a call, 541-975-1364, or stop by 904 Adams in LeGrand, or now 1902 Resort Street in Baker City. All right, so Maldonado back. Bulldogs are going to kick here. Snap and hold seem good. Maldonado's kick up, and they haven't decided. Yes, it's going to be good. Okay, so the Bulldogs take a 6-point lead with their second touchdown, and we'll be back after a word. All right, again, another happy Halloween to everyone out there. My name's Jesse Taub. It's a pleasure to be with you. Over on the other side of the screen there, you'll check out the LeGrand-Pendleton game that's currently going on. Certainly a good one over there. Currently, Pendleton 13, LeGrand 7. Have a feeling that's going to be a high-scoring, another good game as Pendleton looks to make it 3 straight wins in league. And LeGrand looks to cap off a perfect GOL season. All right, back here at Bulldog Memorial Stadium, Maldonado's ready to kick. For the Riverhawks, they got a few people deep. Kenslow, Anderson, And I want to say Leeds. We'll see who takes it. Maldonado's kick. Good kick there. Going to be taken there by number 6. That's going to be Zach Green, who makes a good recovery but takes a big hit there. Brought down at about the 30. Some good field position for the Riverhawks as they take over on their 3rd possession. So we'll see if the Bulldogs can make another stop here. They both had a 3 and out and a Dalles touchdown. So as Mitchell, quarterback, comes to the line, Logan Mitchell, senior, under center. Top of the eye is going to be Cates. Going to get the ball, going to take it on the outside zone, makes a few people miss, a couple broken tackles, but then he's going to be brought down at the 30. Flag on the play, probably going to be a face mask, I believe, obviously incidental, but might be a first down nonetheless. See what the White has to say. So unlike the NFL, which has done away with the 5-yard face mask, everything in the NFL is a 15-yarder. Here in high school, we still got it. So just an incidental, a quick touch or brief grab, nothing that was significant enough to make the tackle with. So 5-yard penalty, bring up 1st and 5, ball on the 35. Going to hand it off. That's brought down after a gain of 5. That's going to be Bryson Cates, the ball carrier. Picks up, I believe, enough for a first down. They haven't moved the chains quite yet. Yes, it is going to be a first down. So we'll see if Logan Mitchell and the Riverhawk offense here can match the Bulldogs' touchdown. Fullback here is going to be Brackenbury. Still Cates deep in the eye. 2 wide receiver set, 1 tight end. Bulldogs in their 3-4 defense. Going to give it to him up the middle. Got a nice stiff arm there before he's brought down after a gain of about 5 by Martin. We'll take a look at the Valley Insurance replay here. Is able to get a nice hole. Again, the Riverhawks certainly have an advantage up front in the trenches in terms of size. And you imagine coming in, that's kind of their game plan, to take advantage of that and let their boys run. Both Brackenbury and Cates kind of split a bit in terms of touches from the backfield. And we'll see what they elect to do on 2nd and 4. Just the 2 wide receiver set, both here to the near side. Going to get Kenslow in motion. They're still going to hand it off, though. That'll be Cates once again. Picks up some positive yardage before he brought down after a gain of 2. Struggling to, looks like he might have injured his arm there. Looks like we'll take an injury timeout, and we'll take one with them and be back with after a word.
We've been around a while. In fact, we're the longest serving independent insurance agency in LeGrand. Our legacy is providing personalized solutions for all types of insurance policies. Integrity and doing things right are just who we are. When you do have a claim, we'd rather wave at you at the grocery store than hide from you or run around the corner. Whether stopping by or giving us a call, you'll be talking to us. No call centers, no phone trees, and no runaround. We are the Valley Insurance team, providing peace of mind, one household at a time.
Need something to watch while you sip your early morning coffee before work? Tune in to Eastern Oregon's only live morning video talk show, AM Live, right here on the EOA network. BC and Dodsey host while shooting the breeze about local happenings, sports, weather, or whatever else comes to mind, featuring special guests from Eastern Oregon and beyond. AM Live, 8 a.m. every Tuesday and Thursday morning, right here on the EOA network.
Welcome to Creating Memories for Disabled Children at beautiful Wallowa Lake, Oregon. Over the years, we have offered families of children with disabilities a free vacation at our beautiful camp property.
All right, welcome back. Cates was able to walk off under his own power. It looked like a bit of a shoulder injury. They're still checking him out, but Riverhawks nonetheless going to go fullback dive with Brackenbury in the short third down yardage. Certainly a tough guy to bring down there, but they're able to bring him down after a gain of 1. Looks like we'll be short by about a yard. So a real fourth and what? Looks like he's signaling first down, but it's definitely not. So a little confusion there. Yeah, so it is going to be fourth down. Very close, though. They just got to really get to the 50. But the Riverhawks are going to take a timeout. Yeah, they're going to take a timeout. Let's go ahead and take it with them and be back real quick right after this for fourth down.
Welcome to Creating Memories for Disabled Children at beautiful Wallowa Lake, Oregon. Over the years, we have offered families of children with disabilities a free vacation at our beautiful camp properties. At Creating Memories, these families are able to relax in the knowledge that their child is loved and that their efforts are seen. We are Creating Memories for Disabled Children, and our mission is to do just that.
All right, welcome back to fourth down. While they're getting set, once again, my name's Jesse Taub. A pleasure to be with you. We've got a good one here so far, and we're still in the first quarter. 13-7 Baker. Beautiful night here in Baker. A little cool, but that nice fall weather right around 45, 50. Perfect football weather. All right, let's head on back. We'll check on fourth down here. Really, the Riverhawks looking just to get about an inch or two. Just going to do a quick quarterback sneak. Yep. Mitchell saw that opening, did the right job there. Quick quarterback sneak is going to pick up a first down, Riverhawks. So as the Dalles keeps marching here in the first quarter, try to tie up this game, potentially take the lead. Back in LeGrand. LeGrand is driving. Pendleton up 13-7 still there. They're already in the middle of the second. All right, once again in I formation. Josh Brackenbury now the top of the I. He's going to get it up the middle. Try to be brought down. It's really going to take 3 Bulldogs to get him down. Brought down. He still gets some positive yards after a gain of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 9 there. Daniel Maldonado making the tackle along with Colton Lucian for the Bulldogs. While they're getting ready for their next play, I got to tell you about our next amazing sponsor, Goyer and Associates. They are CPAs in Eastern Oregon's full-service accounting and tax specialist with offices in Baker City and LeGrand. They've been supporting youth football, get this, since 1946. Goyer and Associates. Give them a call or check them out at 1005 Adams Ave in LeGrand or 2790 here in Baker City on Main Street. All right, back to it, 2nd and 9 now. Mitchell under center. Flag from the deep judge usually signifies delay a game. We'll see what the white hat says here. Yep, is going to be a delay game, so they'll move the Riverhawks back 5 yards, so it'll bring up 2nd and 14. Once again, a bit of a contrasting style of offenses here. The Bulldogs looking to gain most of their yards through the air, where the Riverhawks, they're looking to ground and pound you. Both teams having a bit of success here so far. Once again, a 2 wide receiver set for the Riverhawks. Both of them at the top of the screen there. You can see Brackenbury, the top of the eye. Mitchell is going to look left. Bit of a screen. I believe that bounce. Yep, it's going to be an incomplete pass there. So it'll bring up 3rd and 14. Just about 35 seconds here to go in the quarter. Bulldogs looking to get a stop, get the ball back for what would be technically their 5th possession. All right, 2 wide receiver set. That's going to be both NC and Kenslow to the top of the screen. Mitchell in shotgun. Brackenbury behind him. Mitchell looking left, going to roll left, still looking for someone. His tight end is open, but he's going to try to run it, see if he can get the first down with his legs. It's going to be close. I believe he's going to be a bit short there. Quinn Wellman, the quarterback, brings him down, but that'll probably be close enough for the Riverhawks to go for it. I believe it's going to be about 4th and 2. So a nice run there by Mitchell. Rolled out to his right, saw some open green in front of him, and decided to take the 10-yard gain. Can't blame him there. Bring up 4th and 2. Could be a big play in the game here for the Bulldogs if they're able to get a stop and go down, put up another score. Makes it a 2-possession game for the Riverhawks here. If they're able to keep this drive going, we could see it tied up shortly. Yeah, imagine they've got to go up the middle here. Brackenbury, nope, they're going to roll right and try and, got a little cute there with the wide receiver screen. Unable to make the catch, so it'll be a turnover on down for the Bulldogs. They're going to take over 1st and 10. Definitely thought they were just going to hand it off there to Brackenbury. That guy, I think he breaks about 3 tackles every time he touches the ball. But they decide to go wide receiver screen. I think if they had completed it, they certainly had some space out there to make some run after the catch. A bit of a yak, if you will. All right, Bulldogs coming out. Trips to the bottom of the screen here. You got Lucian behind Wellman. They're going to go wide receiver screen themselves. Crawford makes the catch, makes 2 people miss, 3 people miss. Going up the middle, he's actually going to there and be finally brought down there by the Riverhawks. Number 4, Lucky NC brings him down. We'll take a look at the Valley Insurance replay. Say a similar play to the Bulldogs scored the touchdown on, and similar moves that Crawford was able to score the touchdown on. Makes a couple people miss. Finally brought down after he crossed the 50, so it'll be 1st and 10. Baker on the Riverhawk 49. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. So on senior night here from Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium, Baker has the lead 13-7 after 1. Second quarter coming up after this.
I think oftentimes with mental health, people can feel like they are alone and they're the only ones struggling. And I would want them to know that they're not alone.
It takes one text or one phone call to save someone from a mental health crisis.
Talking about mental health means that you are brave, you are strong, and you're not alone.
So if you're ever feeling alone or afraid, know that there are people of the younger generation that would love to help you. The Agri-Stress Helpline is free, confidential, 24/7, and available by phone or text.
All right, welcome back for some second half action here. The Bulldogs, while they're getting ready, we're going to be good here. All right, trips to the top of the screen there for the Baker. Wellman with Lucian behind him. Martin in motion. Fake pitch, Wellman looking left. He's got a man, he's got long. See if he can, nope. Unable to connect. Wellman took a little bit of a hit there at the end, shaking his hand a bit. He seems to be okay, though. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 while they're getting ready for 2nd and 10. Another one of our great sponsors here, one that is always on our list, Gray's West and Company. Their Pioneer Chapel is renowned after more than 90 years of excellence. They provide unparalleled personal service, unmatched facilities, and guaranteed value to every family that calls upon their family. You can find them at 1500 Dewey Avenue in Baker City, 541-523-3677, or find them online at grayswestco.com. All right, so the 2nd down play there, a run for Wellman, picks up 3 yards, so it'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. All right. 3 wide receivers set there. Nimmo, the tight end, on the end of the line. You got Long to the bottom of the screen. Lucian behind Wellman. Looking left, going back to Long on the cross. Ooh, just over the top of his head and through his hands. Incomplete. So that'll be 4th and 7 now coming up for Baker. Still on the other side of the field. They're definitely going to go for it here, I'd imagine. Missed spot there. There we go. All right, trips to the top of the screen. You got Kamandula, Crawford, and then Anderson closest to the line. Nimmo, the tight end, at the bottom of the screen. Crawford in motion. Fake toss. He's looking for Nimmo, the tight end. Big catch. Big catch and big hit. Ryder Nimmo there on the catch, just looking to make sure he's okay. Took a big hit, still able to hold on, though. Take a look at the Valley Insurance replay. It's going to be a 14-yard pass and catch. Again, Nimmo, boom, able to get that foot inbounds before he took the hit. But there, Reese Kenslow there almost gets him out of bounds before he's able to get the foot down. Nimmo stays right in the game there. He's at the end of the line with Martin right below him. You got Kamandula at the top of the screen. Anderson in the bottom. Lucian the back. Wellman looks like quarterback keeper. He's going to try and get a few yards. Doesn't get much before he's brought down. Nimmo a little slow to get up there. All right, so no gain there on 1st down for the Bulldogs. Again, Nimmo just coming off there, still kind of, and the trainer's talking to him, so they're going to make sure he is all good before he goes back in. Just under 10 and a half minutes to go here on Halloween night. Wellman, a little trickery there from Martin, and he's got some space. A big hole for Connor Martin. He takes it all the way down inside the 10, tackled at about the 6. Big play for the Bulldogs. They scored a touchdown, I believe it was last week against Malala on this same play. Gets the defense going the wrong way, and it was to Martin, the same thing, about a 40-yard run. I believe that was last week. It was either last week or the week before. But a successful play there, kind of on the fullback trap. So it'll bring up 1st and goal at the 6. Baker looks to extend it to a 2-possession lead. Kamandula, top of the screen. Crawford in the slot. And Anderson, bottom of the screen. Blackburn, the tight end. Wellman looking right. Gonna throw, made the completion there to Crawford, unable to get anything after. In fact, he might have been brought down for a little bit of a loss. Yeah, they're gonna move it back just 1 yard, so it'll bring up 2nd and 7. Nice play by the Riverhawks defense there. Obviously the key to those quick wide receiver screens. Making that first tackle, oftentimes the big difference. Nimmo there coming back into the huddle, so you like to see him. Again, talked to the trainer, cleared him up, I'm sure. He's good to go. And he comes back in. So, 2nd and goal now. Wellman looking right. Doesn't see anybody before he gets brought down. He's just going to throw it away. Again, he was out of the pocket, got it ahead of the line of scrimmage. Should be good there, avoiding any grounding. So it'll bring up 3rd and 7. Interesting spot here. You wonder if the Bulldogs aren't able to get any yards if they go for the field goal, try and make it that 2-possession game. Maldonado connected on the 2nd extra point, although he did miss the first, but the 2nd was from 5 yards further back. We'll see what they elect to do, but 3rd down first. Little confusion here with the officials. Again, not sure what this is about. I don't see a flag on the field anywhere. I mean, they might be discussing whether it was grounding, but I thought he got it past the line of scrimmage. Obviously, he was out of the pocket, but we'll see what the conversation results in. Okay, so they are going to call intentional grounding. They definitely didn't even put a flag down, so I didn't see that that was even the case. But regardless of that, they'll move it back 5 yards. All right, so it'll be up 3rd and goal here on the 12-yard line. Bulldogs come out, 3 wide receiver set, all to the bottom of the screen. That's Long there at the far right of your screen. Crawford in the slot, Anderson right behind him. Crawford's in motion. Going to roll right with Wellman, looking for any receivers. He's got Long. Yep, there it was. Eli Long, touchdown number 2 and touchdown number 3 for Quinn Wellman. Take a look at our Valley Insurance replay. Great look here from our camera. Oh, gotta love that. Wellman rolls right, just buying some time. Long sees the open spot, and Wellman hits him with a perfect pass. So the Bulldogs don't even have to worry about that whole 4th down conversation that I was talking to you about. We'll look to make it a 13-point game here with Maldonado's kick. 8:46 left in the half. Good snap, good hold, kick up, and good. So the Bulldogs take a 20-7 lead, 8:46 to go here on senior night at Bulldog Memorial Stadium. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Halloween. We got another good one up in LeGrand as well. As you're taking a look here, they're rumbling, bumbling, trying to make some moves. LeGrand has taken the 14-13 lead there as they look to take full control or win. Either way, they have, I believe, effectively, or I may be incorrect there. If Pendleton, I shouldn't say. All I know is if LeGrand wins, they got a perfect GOL season. They take the GOL championship. And if Baker wins, they take 2nd place and a spot in the postseason. Maldonado's kick there, going to be brought back by the Riverhawks. He's got a bit of room there. That's Shea Anderson up to the right side. The ball comes out, though. I believe the Bulldogs jumped on it. Anderson, after the big return, pops out, and Baker with the recovery. I believe that was sophomore Ian Brome with the recovery there. A second big play by the Bulldogs special teams. In the first quarter, they were able to cause a fumble on the punt. Now a fumble on the kick return sends the Bulldog offense right back out, and they look to break this game open a little bit. Again, high school football, the Bulldogs came back from 21 back in fourth quarter, so plenty of time left regardless of what happens on this drive. But for Baker, big opportunity, kind of build on the momentum of the last drive. All right, 3 wide receivers. Anderson to the bottom, Martin in motion. Nope, flag. Looks like we got a little bit of an early start there. So move him back 5 yards. All right, so 1st and 15 now from the 49 for Baker. And up in LeGrand, the Tigers just scored another touchdown, so they extend their lead 20-13. They're already under 2 minutes in the second quarter, But back here, Bulldog Wellman looking for the screen to Maldonado. Ooh, just falls out of his hands. Not sure if he would have been able to get a ton of yards there. Riverhawks had it decently covered, although the Bulldogs had some blockers out front. Again, we probably noticed not a lot of run plays in the script for Baker. Once again, the Riverhawks certainly have the advantage in terms of size on the defensive and offensive line, that's for sure. So a bit of a screen there, kind of an extension of the run, if you will. All right. It's going to be Kamandula in motion. He gets the toss. He's got a couple blockers out in front. A little bit of room there. Nice blocking there by both Maldonado and Anderson. Able to help Kamandula. Picks up, I believe that's about 8. Take a look at the Valley Insurance replay there. Kamandula on the sweep around. Yeah, that's Nimmo with a block. Nicely done. Maldonado with a block. Anderson, and he's thinking to himself, buddy, go inside. Don't go outside. But either way, nice pickup for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 7 now. Maldonado in the backfield with Wellman. Martin in the slot. Oh, a little bit of trick. He's going to make a little run with it after a bit of a fumble. Wellman rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. He's not going down. No, sir. He's got enough for a first down inside the 30. So after a fumbled snap, picks up 10 yards, Wellman, you see, he takes the first hit at the 40. Keeps putting one foot in front of the other. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 broken tackles. Picks up 11 yards after he's hit first at the 40. A lot of heart there from Wellman. Love to see that here on senior night. Wellman, though, just a junior, so he'll be back next year. He looking left. Nope, going to come back right. Looking for his man, Henry Kamandula. You bet. Over the top, Wellman, another pass. That's number 4 of the half for Quinn Wellman and his, number 4 for Wellman and his second 30-yard TD of the night. He also had a 30-yard screen to Crawford. The first touchdown was a 36-yard pass to Eli Long. The third touchdown, a 12-yard pass as well to Eli Long. So Quinn Wellman putting up some numbers here in the regular season finale for the Bulldogs. Maldonado set to kick. Kick is up and good. All right, we'll take a quick break, and then I got to tell you about a little bit more of our awesome sponsors coming up right after this.
Eastern Oregon is full of interesting people, with interesting minds and interesting things to say. Here at EO Live, we're committed to connecting you to these intriguing people with EO Talks. We let our special guests share their ideas and life experiences with deep, open, engaging, and inquisitive conversations. You'll also be informed in depth on some of the most recent and relevant events, issues, and more. EO Talks on EO Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
All right, well, we get ready for the Bulldog Kick. I got to tell you, OTEC, one of our great sponsors, Do you know who owns your electric company? Well, as an electric cooperative, Oregon Trail Electric Co-op is owned by you, the people who get electricity at the end of OTEC lines. You can learn about the advantage of being an OTEC member-owned, including how to support our communities in the future of Eastern Oregon through academic and trade school scholarships by visiting their website at otec.coop. Had a number of students here at Baker High School recipients of very generous OTEC scholarships, so we certainly appreciate all they do for the youth in our community as well. All right, Riverhawks, it's going to be Anderson again taking the kick. Going to be brought down before he reaches the 30, however, so it'll be 1st and 10 Riverhawks. All right, so we'll see what Mitchell and the Dalles offense has in store in this drive. See if the Bulldogs can keep them under wraps. LeGrand Pendleton game has gone to half, and that is 20-13 at half. All right, Mitchell here. We still got more than 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Under center. Going to do a little play action, roll right. He's got a couple man open. Oh, he had a man, just missed him. So incomplete pass there. And while they're getting set for the next down, let me tell you about another one of our sponsors that make this possible. CoverWorks Plus in downtown Baker City. From vinyl to laminate and countertops to blinds and area rugs, they bring expert design right to your doorstep. Get modern upgrades that add value today while respecting the history of your home. CoverWorks Plus, modern comfort with historic respect, right here at home. Check them out, 2101 Main Street in the Bush Sage Mall, 541-239-5600. All right, 2nd and 10 here for the Riverhawks. They're going to hand it off to their big man, Brackenbury, see if he can make any men miss, but he's unable to do that. Nimmo and Zickgraf able to bring him down before he's able to get anything. Tackle for about a 2-yard loss. So it'll bring up 3rd and 12. Certainly sense the momentum and the energy in the stadium right now for the Bulldogs. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, they're coming in chance to make the postseason in a season where most people expected very little from this team, even wondering if they were able to get a win. And now, here they are, a chance to secure 2nd place in the GOL and head to the postseason. I know the boys got a lot of motivation coming into this game to prove some people wrong. All right, Mitchell in the shotgun. Got a decent amount of time. He's going to roll right, try and make something happen. It's going to be Lucian, though, right there. Stops him in the backfield. Another loss for the Riverhawks. Pushes him back 5. It's going to bring up 4th and 17 now. You imagine that'll be a punt formation coming up for the Dalles as we head under 6 minutes in the half. It'll be London Leets as well. That'll be deep to kick for the Dalles. Braden Anderson, the senior wide receiver, will be deep to receive for Baker. Good snap. Ooh, blocked! Bulldogs blocked the punt. Can they fall on it? No, it's going to go out of the end zone for a safety. So we'll add 2 to the score there. I believe that was Ryder Nimmo there with the block for Baker. They definitely got some penetration on a couple of the earlier kicks. But here, Bulldogs, once again, special teams, their 3rd big play of the game. The Valley Insurance replay there. You can see, Kamandula, or was that there in the end zone? Oh, I believe that was Wellman in the end zone trying to cover it. Get possession in the end zone before it went out of bounds. If he did that, it would have been a touchdown. Instead, because it goes out of the back of the end zone, it's this 2-point safety. It'll give the Riverhawks a free kick, but they're going to kick from the 20. And so the Bulldogs here, with 5 minutes to go in the half, another opportunity to add some points on the board. and continue this climb for the program. All right. So it'll be lights again to kick here for the Dalles. Got Anderson, Crawford, and Kamandula deep to receive for Baker, depending where it goes. Nice kick. Ooh, Anderson just able to recover it. We'll see if he can make anybody miss. He's going to go left. Able to get some yardage before he's brought down there by a couple Riverhawks. So the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at the 45. And I got another amazing sponsor to talk to you about, one located right here in Baker City, Kick Sportswear. Has always believed in investing in Baker athletes. Tonight's support for the Bulldogs is just one example of that. When it comes to custom gear, they've got the whole community covered. Sports apparel, embroidery, and screen printing for businesses, schools, and fundraisers. If you need your logo on it, Kicks can make it happen. Kick Sportswear, 1801 Main Street here in Baker City. Give them a call, 541-523-7463. All right, Wellman takes the snap, going to roll to his right. He's looking deep for Kamandula, just over his head. Looking to make another splash there. But that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Again, new head coach for Baker this year. Jeff Olivier has some experience coaching in a few different spots, both coaching football overseas in Europe at a military school and also in Sandy on the western side of the state. Love to see the growth over the course of the year for these Bulldogs, especially after that overtime win against Pendleton. You saw this team take a different type of step. All right, the screen to Anderson. He's got a little bit of room there. He's going to be brought down before he gets to the first down. Tackled by Leitz there for the Dalles. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 after the 8-yard gain. Once again, this is senior night here at Bulldog Memorial Stadium. Had a nice celebration of that pregame. All right, 3 wide receiver. You got Martin and Anderson at the bottom of the screen. Nimmo and Lucian blocking. Wellman's running. Trying to make, nice little spin move there. It makes another commit. Woo-hoo-hoo, spicy. Wellman making people miss. Picks up a 1st down and then some. Down about to the 30. Take a look at this Valley Insurance replay again. You got great blocks there, great blocks. Martin, Nimmo, Lucian, Anderson, the receiver blocking. Otis Young, the senior, still blocking all the way downfield. All right, just about to 4 minutes here in the half. A bit rare that we've had a consistent running clock this evening, as Baker primarily has attacked this Riverhawk team through the air, given the size up front. All right, Tucker Reed in as quarterback here. Fumbled snap. Lucian able to get on it, though. Don't know if they were ready for the snap there, or might have been thinking Reed was under center. Not a big miss there. Lucian able to jump right on it. Protects the possession. So 3-yard loss, 2nd and 13, under 3.5 to go here. Again, number 41 there. That's sophomore Tucker Reed in at quarterback. Wellman seems to be fine. Reed going to go the pass to Kamandula. Some blockers out in front. Henry Kamandula just brought down. Nice tackle there by the Riverhawks. Believe that was Breckenbury, their big running back, making the tackle for the Dalles. So it'll bring up a 3rd and medium here. I think it's 3rd and 7, I'd say. They're going to say 3rd and 6. All right, 3rd and 6. Reed still the quarterback. Lucian behind him. Fake pitch. They're going to do the fullback trap to Martin. He's got some yardage. He's going to be brought down short of the first down, but probably close enough, given it's 4th and 3 to go for it. So we're coming up on 2 minutes. Just want to let you know here, coming up at halftime, a bit of a fun halftime here for you. EOA Live has had a couple of junior high interns that have come in. They've been working with Dalles up in LeGrand. So coming up at halftime, they interviewed a few EOU athletes. You want to stick around and check out that. That should be fun. Looking forward to seeing that. All right. Reed, the quarterback. Going to roll right. Looking for Crawford. He's got him. Nice catch there by Logan Crawford. He steps out of bounds after a first down. That's inside the 15 and about the 13. Again, Wellman seems to be fine. No issues. He's not injured, anything like that. I don't believe so. He's standing right on the sideline cheering on his team. So Crawford gets out of bounds there, stops the clock, 1:24 to go. 1st and 10 on the 12 for the Bulldogs. 3 wide receiver set, trips to the top. It goes Anderson, Martin, and then Kamandula with Lucian behind the quarterback. Reed, Nimmo on the line, tight end. Ooh, looking for Nimmo. Putting it up, the big man, yes sir, he goes up and high points it. You got to reward him after that big catch. Ryder Nimmo, you bet. Put another one on the board for the Bulldogs. Their 5th touchdown pass of the half, the first for Reed, who does a nice job just throwing it up there, letting his big man, Ryder Nimmo go up and high point it, brings it down for the touchdown for Baker. 1:20 to go. Got Maldonado here set to kick. Reed will hold. Kick is up and, yep, good. So the Bulldogs, 36-7, 1:20 to go in the second quarter. We'll finish out the quarter coming up right after this. All right, welcome back to senior night here at Bulldog Memorial Stadium. Maldonado set to kick for Baker. High kick, you're going to hit the ground, see if the Riverhawks, yep, they're able to recover it. It's going to be Anderson on the return. Makes a few people miss. He's got a little bit of a lane out there. Going to be Brome pushing him out of bounds along with Wyatt Valentine there. So the Dalles will take over. 1st and 10, 1:12 left to go in the half. And I got to let you know, another one of our sponsors that make all of this possible, EOA Network. You might have heard of them. By going to EOA.network, you can find all the locations where EOA Live content can be found. There's also a place where you can donate to EOA as an appreciation of being able to see this content for free. Your support and the support of the sponsors are really what makes these games possible. And once again, just kind of hit you too, you've seen some of our sponsored videos as well. B&K, the Shrine, thank you. Every year, the East-West Shrine game here. EOU, Valley Insurance, our replay sponsor. Hunana RV Park, along with Hobby Habit, Reed & Associates, Goyer & Associates, Grays West, OTEC, Coverworks, Kick Sportswear here. But Brackenbury, the big man, takes the pitch. not really able to get around the corner. Going to be stopped. Believe he got out of bounds. Yes, he did because the clock stopped. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Zickgraf able to push him out of bounds there. Once again, just a reminder, coming up at halftime, had a couple junior high interns up with Dalles in LeGrand, did some work interviewing some EOU athletes. So you want to stick around at halftime for that. Should be interesting and fun as well. I think I might have been listening to one of these interns calling a LeGrand game, and he was good. He was real good. Maybe a future in broadcasting for him. All right. The Dalles I formation here. Breckenbury, the big man, gets the pitch. They got a little reverse here. Trouble with the handoff. That's going to be Reese Kinslow with the ball, trying to make a few people miss, get outside, but he's eventually going to be brought down there by senior Daniel Maldonado. See if the Riverhawks elect to call timeout. Yep, they do. They're going to call timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout with them and be back for the end of the half. All right, so with just under 50 seconds to go in the half here. Well, my name is Jesse Taub. Once again, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. We've had a fun one if you're a Bulldog fan. 5 total touchdowns. Quinn Wellman, the starting quarterback, had 4 of them. Get this, a 36-yard pass to Eli Long, a 30-yard screen pass to Logan Crawford, a 30-yard deep pass to Henry Camandula, and a 12-yard touchdown pass to senior Eli Long. Wellman having a game. Final touchdown, as we just saw, went to Ryder Nimmo from second-string quarterback Tucker Reed. He's a sophomore, got a great arm. The Dalles, though, Mitchell looking to pass, see if he can find anybody open. Gets some good block and a little bit of time. Throws it up to his big tight end, who's unable to bring it in. That's Hunter Bustros, tight end for the Dalles. So it'll be 4th and 9 here. See if the Dalles elect to go for it or give a punt. I think they're going to punt, bringing on a little bit of new personnel here. If so, it'll be London Leitz to kick. Not quite sure what's happening here. Official's going to have a little conversation. LeGrand and Pendleton still at the half as they are doing their senior recognition for cheerleaders and their marching band. But that game should be up and running shortly for the second half action. Again, the Dalles came in with a 3-5 record with wins over Umatilla, Malala, who Baker lost to last week, and Ontario. So as they get set to punt, nice kick there. Going to send Anderson way back to try and receive this. He's just going to even let it go into the end zone. Wow, impressive kick there. Over 50 yards. Granted, it's just going to be a 33-yard net, but still a great kick there. Going to pin the Bulldogs back with 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll keep it right here. Again, I know you hear me talking about these sponsors all season long, but none of this would have been possible without them. You know, you may not need anything at the moment, but coming up at Christmas, you need to stop into Hobby Habit, get some fun things there. B&K, you know, let these people know we appreciate them. You see them there all on the screen. Reed and Associates, Nature's Pantry, Gray's West, Hobby Habit, Tire Auto, B&K, Valley Insurance, Goyer and Associates, OTEC, the East-West Shrine Game, CoverWorks Plus, CHD, Kicks, Hunana RV Park, and EOU. A big thank you to all of these sponsors for making this possible. All right, Bulldogs, 30 seconds to go. Reed at quarterback. He's going to look left, throw it up to Kamandula. Broken up there nicely. That's Shea Anderson, I believe. Yep, on the pass breakup for the Dalles. Takes 5 seconds off. So 2nd and 10 here. It will be the Dalles receiving the opening kick. Bulldogs got the opening kick of the second half, I should say. Bulldogs got the opening kick of the first half. So if you're the Dalles, you go back in, make a few adjustments. Again, if you can run this down, get a score on your first possession, it's 14, then get a stop, run some more, get another 21, and it's a 2-possession game. Anything can happen, but the Bulldogs set up a screen here to Maldonado, and he's got a bunch of room. See if he can make a couple people miss. He's got some blockers out in front of him, too. Down with 14 and a half seconds. Time out, I believe, called by the Bulldogs. Or no, it's not a timeout, excuse me. Clock stops with the first down. They're out of timeouts. I believe they're going to look to spike it here real quick. Clock is running. They stopped the clock there with about 8. Why is it still running? A little over 8 seconds, 7, 8 seconds. So the Bulldogs get another shot here. Again, the Valley Insurance replay set up to Maldonado there. You got Henry Smith, and then Big 75. Excuse me, that's Henry Smith, Big 75. You also had Lewis Jules out in front, blocking. Kind of been a common theme I've noticed on the Bulldogs, big plays there. They've had some great blocking, both by the wide receivers and on the line. All right, 7 seconds left. You got Anderson to the near side, Crawford in the slot, Kamandula up top. Reed looking to Anderson. He's going to throw it up, see if anything can happen. Going to be intercepted there by the Dalles. See if he can make a little run back and score some points. That is going to be number 1, Reese Kenslow, senior for the Dalles. Finally going to be brought down there. That'll be the end of the half. And with that, the Bulldogs are going to take a 36-7 lead here on senior night. Again, a win ensures this team in the postseason. We'll see what happens with the second half coming up. Once again, stay right here. We got some junior high interns with Dodsey interviewing some EOU athletes. Should be fun. All right, we'll be back after this for the second half.
We love the smell of fresh rain in the spring and the colors of the sunset after a storm. We respect the law, but we cherish the freedom to be ourselves. We like the dirt and we celebrate the outdoors, but we like nice things too. We believe in working hard and taking personal responsibility for our mistakes. We like closing deals with just a handshake, and our word means we won't let you down. We are proud of our accomplishments, but we never want to be snobby. We want to be an owner and not have to depend on others. We love it when the underdog wins. We know our kids' teachers and our neighbors are an extension of our parental eyes. We are compassionate and generous, but we don't want to be taken advantage of. We care more about a person's character than how they are different from us. We want people to understand our challenges and appreciate our way of life. We want our home to be a place that our children love and will choose to stay. We are business owners, teachers, farmers, entrepreneurs, and employees. We are insurance agents, car dealers, cattlemen, manufacturers, artists, and service workers. We stand for the flag, and we kneel to talk to children. What we have in common is more important than what separates us. We are the people of Eastern Oregon.
Hey, Eastern Oregon. I'm Jack Falkenbach from EO Alive Sport. It was 6th grade career day today, and Emma McKinley and I got to sit down with some Eastern softball players thanks to Hobby Habit in LeGrand, just for the fun of it. Here are the interviews.
Hello, Eastern Oregon. This is Emma McKinley with EO Alive Sports. I'm here with a EOU softball player, Reagan Clippert. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Are you ready to start with questions?
I am.
Does your future after college involve softball?
My career after college does not involve any softball, but hopefully I will be able to coach softball once I'm done here at Eastern Oregon.
How did you end up at EOU?
I was actually at a different college, and then some things fell through, and then I got a call from Nicole here at Eastern Oregon, and I came on a visit, and then I decided I was going to come here, and I came in the winter quarter of last year, so like mid-season, and I just kind of hopped right in.
Did you play any other sports in high school?
I did. I played volleyball, gymnastics, flag football.
Is softball your favorite sport?
Yeah, for sure.
What was the team chemistry like this year after third place finish national?
I'd say it's definitely very different this year just because we lost 9 seniors, so it's definitely a little bit getting used to just like new players and trying to teach them the EOU, like how we do things around here.
How would you describe what the NAIA College Softball World Series was like?
It was awesome. It was a good time. It was definitely something that's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
What goals for the team this year?
I'd say goals for the team are definitely to go back there this year. Last year we really wanted it, and I know the girls who are returners from last year are just really like wanting it this year because we were so close last year.
Goals for you personally?
Goals for me personally is just honestly just to have a good year, have fun with my teammates, and enjoy the last couple of years of playing softball.
What are you going to school for?
I'm going to be a firefighter.
Ooh, fun. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hopefully married with kids, being a firefighter somewhere.
Who is your personal hero?
I'd probably say my mom. Honestly, both my parents, just because they're always there and everything like that I need, and they're always very supportive, and they always make sure to put me first.
What's one word that you would use to describe the team this year?
Energetic. Very. We are very loud and have a lot of energy this year, I feel like.
What's your favorite memory with EOU softball so far?
My favorite memory is definitely last year at the World Series or in Texas when we won opening round against OU.
That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Now, we have some fun questions in store for you. Pineapple on pizza. What's your thought there?
I don't mind pineapple on pizza, but it's not really something that I am going to choose.
Which social media app is your go-to?
I mean, Snapchat I use the most, but I'd say I like Instagram the best.
Would you rather questions? Would you rather always have a full phone battery or a full gas tank?
Full gas tank, for sure. My phone's always dead. I don't need it.
Would you rather walk to work in heels or drive to work in reverse?
Drive to work in reverse.
Would you rather spend a year at war or a year at prison?
At war. Not in prison.
Why at war?
Because I just know prison's not a good place to be. Not a fun place to be. I mean, neither is war, but prison's worse.
Would you rather have Billie Eilish's future or Madonna's legacy?
Probably Madonna's legacy, because I don't really know Billie Eilish.
Would you rather go in the past to see your loved ones, or would you rather go in the future to meet like your kids or like your grandkids?
Right now, I'd say future, just because I feel like I just want to know what my future looks like.
Would you rather never get a present in the rest of your life, but always give really good presents, or would you rather get really good presents and give really bad presents?
I'd rather give really good presents than give terrible presents.
Would you rather be able to communicate with animals or speak any language?
Communicate with animals, for sure. I'd love to talk to my dogs.
Oh, what are your dogs?
I have a wiener dog and two wiener dogs now, actually, and a black lab.
What's their names?
Callie, Rocky, and Oakley.
Oh, cute. Would you rather be the funniest person in the room or the smartest person in the room?
Funniest, for sure.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Spider-Man. When I was 5, I loved Spider-Man. I only wore anything Spider-Man.
That's super fun. What's your favorite superpower?
I like Flash, because I like how it's so, super fast.
Would you want to be as fast as Flash?
Yeah.
Or faster?
Faster, obviously.
Faster.
Yeah.
Move in time. So fast. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or in a coma for 10?
In jail for 5. 10 years, I feel like this is a long time.
Yeah. Because, like, you miss out on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef?
Chef. Because I love to make food, but sometimes I don't like to actually make it.
What would you want your chef to make you?
Anything. Sushi.
Do you like sushi?
I love sushi.
What's your favorite sushi?
My favorite place is Trappers, which is back in my hometown.
Where are you from?
Puyallup, Washington.
Ooh, nice. Would you rather be royalty 1,000 years ago or be an average person today?
Royalty 1,000 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, like, I'm already an average person today. I don't know. I feel like I want to go live that life.
But
for a little bit.
Yeah. What if they die at, like, 35 or something?
Maybe.
Why not? Would you rather have a sing-off with Ariana Grande or a dance-off with Rihanna?
Dance-off with Rihanna.
Do you think you could beat her?
No, but I definitely think I can't sing, so dancing's the only route I can take.
Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or 20 minutes early?
10 minutes early.
Why?
Because I wouldn't want to be late.
Pretend I'm a senior in high school, and I want to go play softball somewhere. Why should I go play softball for EOU?
I think Eastern is just a fun, like, if you want to just come and have a good time and make some, like, best friends for life and just have, like, come play good softball, Eastern's the place.
I'm Emma McKinley. Reagan, thank you for coming with us.
Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Eastern Oregon. I'm Jack Foffenbach from EO Alive Sports. Joining me today is Eastern softball player Brylan Field. How you doing today, Brylan?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How did you end up at Eastern?
My cousin was a cheerleader here, and she told me that I should come live with her, and kind of started that whole recruiting process. And then our outfield coach, Woody, came to a couple games, and I signed late, but I decided to come so I could come spend a couple years with my cousin while we were here.
Did you play any other sports?
I
in high
did.
school?
And make some best.
What the World Series was like?
Oh, it was signed late, but I decided to come so I could come spend a couple years with my cousin while we were here.
Did you play any other sports in high school?
I played volleyball, basketball, and then obviously softball.
Yeah. Cool. Is softball your favorite sport?
I would say so, yeah.
What's your team chemistry after a national third place finish?
I mean, coming in this year, it's a little different than last year. We lost a big chunk of our team, and so having almost an even split of returners to new girls, it's definitely a little different, but I mean, every day we're growing and we're getting back to having that strong team chemistry where we know we're going to have each other's back and hopefully get back to the World Series.
Describe what the World Series was like.
Oh, it was such a surreal moment. Obviously, we were there to play softball. We wanted to win. We came out with third, but I mean, overall, I don't even know how to describe it. It was once in a lifetime. You got to experience a whole different side of the country. I mean, going from Texas to Georgia, it was just such a surreal moment.
Do you have any goals for the team this year? Any goals personally?
For our team, I mean, take it again, game by game, win it would be our third CCC champion, go to nationals and just do a repeat this year, but come home with that red banner. And personally, I mean, going into my third year, time's running out. I mean, I just want to, this year, kind of live in the moment more and appreciate who I am here and what I'm able to do.
Great. Why are you going to school? What are you going to school for?
I'm here to get a business degree in marketing and hopefully go back home and go to cosmetology school and open up my own salon.
Cool. Cool. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years, hopefully I'll have my own salon opened, hopefully married with some kids, maybe.
Do get it up there, it stretches your offensive guy out and just gives the defense a big target there.
Ball spotted on the 36, so it'll be 3rd and 9 for the LeGrand Tigers. And Pendleton will have jumped
Offsides, it looks like.
See what they say here.
See what the White Hat has to say.
On the defense.
Yep.
Kelly Sandlin Harrington said on a kickoff. Yeah, I thought it was on a kickoff. I remember that. I said something about it during this thing. I called the Pendleton game last week. I do remember that tackle for sure. When you're a dedicated kicker or punter and you get a tackle like that, you remember it. And you know what I mean? Like, especially if it's a big hit, you know, or if you save a touchdown. It's a memorable moment for those kids.
Yeah.
3rd and 4 here for the Tigers.
3rd and 4 after the offside penalty. It's a handoff.
All right, welcome back, everyone, for some second half action here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium. Not only is it Halloween, and a happy Halloween to everyone out there, but also senior night for these Bulldogs. As I mentioned earlier, but in case you're just joining us, if the Bulldogs able to hold on to this win, they would secure 2nd place in the GOL behind LeGrand, who's currently beating Pendleton. 27-13, I believe, was the latest score. But the Bulldogs looking to take the win and head into the postseason. Again, not a team that a lot of people had many expectations for coming into this season, but certainly over the second half of the season, we've seen a different team led by first-year head coach Jeff Olivier. These Bulldogs, the idea of making the postseason, something that many people wouldn't have given them the opportunity to do that at the beginning of the year. So I know the boys are excited to prove some people wrong. And they've come out and played probably one of their best halves of the year, if not their best half. Wellman threw for 4 touchdowns, a 36-yarder, 2 30-yard touchdowns, and a 12-yard touchdown. Then we saw Tucker Reed come in, throw his own 14-yard touchdown. Nimmo with a touchdown, the tight end, Henry Kamendula, senior Logan Crawford, and 2 for senior Eli Long, who's still nursing a bit of an ankle injury. The Dalles will be here to receive the opening kick of the second half. It'll be Maldonado to kick for Baker. They got Kenslow, Anderson, and Green deep to receive. Check that, NC instead of Kenslow deep to receive. Maldonado, and that's who's going to take it. NC tries. He's got a little bit of room out there along the left side. He's eventually, though, going to be brought down as he crosses the 35-yard line by a few Bulldogs. And Logan Mitchell and the Dalles offense will take over 1st and 10 there. Again, want to thank you all for joining us tonight. The regular season finale, final week for all teams across the league. We'll find out the playoff picture probably tomorrow or later this weekend for sure. All right, we'll see what the Riverhawks elect to do here. Again, Logan Mitchell under center. The big man, Josh Brackenbury, and deep in the eye. Oh, they've got a bit of a... I'll be honest with you, I was looking at the wrong thing and didn't quite see what happened there, but the big man, number 75, ended up with it. Ian Herman picks up 7. So they'll bring up 2nd and 3 there. Again, I think some of the Bulldog players talking to themselves, asking each other, what exactly just happened there? All right. 2nd and 3. Mitchell, the pitch to Blackenbury. Oh, he stumbles and then eventually gets brought down in the backfield by Daniel Maldonado, the senior linebacker for the Bulldogs. Pushes him back about 5 yards. It's going to send him to a 3rd and 8 now. So another good start for this Bulldog defense. They've been swarming around some great, what's the word? I should know it. I'm the announcer, right? They've been flying to the ball, making tackles, Good pursuit. That's the word I was looking for. Good pursuit from this Bulldog defense. I got there eventually. All right, Mitchell in the shot. 3 wide receiver. Going to roll left. Got its tight end and Brackenberry, the running back. Going to go to Brackenberry. It's thrown behind him just through the hands of DB Logan Crawford. Otis Young ends up with it. I believe it bounced off the turf, though. Yeah, they are going to rule it incomplete. Although if you're Otis Young there, you're probably calling for a replay. I think they would have lost it, though, if it would. It did look like it bounced off the turf there after hitting Crawford's hands. So it'll bring up 4th and 8. Looks like the Riverhawks in punt formation. It'll be Leeds to kick. Crawford deep to receive for Baker.
Logan Crawford set to return the kick.
Good snap, good kick. Going to get a bounce, see if Crawford, nope, he's just going to let it roll. And that's going to go for a while. Inside the 15, they're going to down it at about the 13, so we'll go 47-yard kick. We'll take a break. Be back right after this. All right, back to action here. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Their opening possession. It's going to be Wellman at quarterback. Maldonado coming out of the backfield. Good penetration there by the Riverhawk defense, able to force Wellman to throw it before he's ready there. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Baker. LeGrand just put up another touchdown, and they've already got possession. So they're up 34-13 against Pendleton, looking to secure the undefeated season in the GOL and the league championship. They look well on their way to doing that, as the Bulldogs look on their way to securing the 2 seed and a postseason berth. All right, Wellman makes a quick pass out there to Connor Martin, who makes a few people miss. Rumbles down close to the 30, certainly enough for the first down. Senior Connor Martin, 14-yard reception from Wellman. They're going to give it 15 yards. They're going to give him all the way out to the 30 for another Bulldog first down. Not sure if you just heard the public address announcer, and if you're at home in the comfort of your own house, you probably, if you're a baseball fan, know this. The Dodgers able to win, take it to a Game 7. Crawford there, brought down after a gain of about 5.5. A little slow to come up. Looks like it might just be a cramp, though. Looks like Anderson kind of stretching him out there. Let's take a quick break, though, while they tend to Crawford, and we'll come back to continue the Bulldog Drive.
B&K Auto Salvage and Recycling has been in operation since 1973. Getting our start by selling used auto parts from salvaged cars, we have grown to be a leader in the metal recycling industry of Eastern Oregon. From anything containing metals all the way to car tires and parts, we recycle it all as best we can. Give us a call at any of our locations, and we'll be glad to assist you and help fulfill any and all metal recycling or auto parts needs. Stay classy and keep on recycling.
All right, back for 2nd and 4 here. Crawford was able to walk off under his own power. They're going to hand it off to Maldonado, and he rumbles up the middle for a first down, picking up about 9 yards there. Again, senior running back Daniel Maldonado, number 4. As we hit 9 minutes now in the third quarter, the Bulldogs continue their first drive of the second half. Now, if you're the Bulldogs, you're looking here, although they've been primarily only passing in the first half. Now you got to start thinking about the clock, putting some runs in, some shorter passes to keep the clock running. As we see them get set up here, 3 wide receiver set. That's Martin at the bottom of the screen. Braden Anderson on the end around. Not going to get much. Riverhawks sniffed that out well. That's the big man, number 9 for the Riverhawks, Hunter Bustros, making the tackle in the backfield. Going to be a loss of about 9. So 2nd and 19 now for Baker. Again, the Riverhawks certainly have the advantage in the trenches tonight in terms of size. Baker been able to neutralize that a bit on offense, just given the quick passes by Wellman. All right. Trips for the Bulldogs. Crawford back in the slot. Maldonado to Wellman's left, and Wellman's going to keep it on his own. He's got lots of room, lots of green. We'll see if Shea Anderson can catch him. Yes, he pushes him out of bounds inside or close to the 10. Wellman picks up, 47 yards on the carry, depending where they send. We'll take a look at the Valley Insurance replay. Wellman sees the hole and splits right through it. Shea Anderson, they're able to track him down, push him out of bounds about the 10, but the Bulldogs back in business. 1st and 10 ball. They're going to mark it on the 12, so they do have the opportunity to get a first down at the 2. Again, trips for the Bulldogs. You got Kamandula there on the left, Martin in the slot, Anderson the top of the screen, Maldonado behind Wellman. Going to roll right. Got guy open. That's the big Ryder Nimmo tight end. Let's give him touchdown number 2. Ryder Nimmo from Quinn Wellman. And Wellman, as we'll see, picks up his 5th of the night. Probably his easiest of the night as well. Nimmo comes off the line at the tight end. A little bit of space. Wellman connects. And the Bulldogs add another touchdown. And at this point, now that it's 35 points, you may notice on your screen there the clock is running, although it should be stopped. But because it's a 35-point game, it will be a running clock now moving forward in the second half. But Maldonado set to kick. Up. And you bet it's good. I'm going to keep you right here and just talk to you about a couple of your sponsors. We're down to a few commercials here. I want to hold you with me here. So let me tell you about one of our sponsors. Again, Hobby Habit. They've been with us for as long as I can remember as a sponsor. They're located in LeGrand, and they're getting ready to celebrate 42 years in business. And what that means to you is on November 7th through the 9th, when you buy anything in the store, you get to spin the wheel of savings, which will get you a discount of anywhere from 10% to 35% off. So between now and then, get into Hobby Habit, purchase even the new Traxxas Ford Fiesta, ST Rally BS2s, and get a free battery and charger with your purchase. Hobby Habit, just for the fun of it. Another one of our great sponsors here. I just want to make sure we're getting everyone in because the second half's going to go a little quicker than we're used to with the running clock. So you've seen a couple ads. I've talked to you about them before, but B&K Auto Salvage and Recycling. A big thank you to B&K for supporting local football. B&K, though, just doesn't specialize in new and used parts for your vehicle. They have commercial dumpster service, tire recycling, metal demolition, and cleanup, and they buy used cars. B&K Auto Salvage and Recycling in Pendleton and Riverhawks. About the 41.
Jeremiah Blackburn. First and 10, Riverhawks.
All right, we'll see what the Dalles Riverhawks elect to do here on their second possession of the half. Just under 5.5 minutes to go. Mitchell in the shot. Brackenbury to his right. Gonna give it to the big man. Ooh, he's stopped right away there. big number 65, Jackson Everson. Throws his blocker off and is there for the stop. So it'll be a loss of 2 and bring up 2nd and 12. And while they're getting ready to do that, let me hit you with another one of our great sponsors, Reed and Associates. They can help you during the Medicare election period, which is October 15th through December 7th, and they got some great news. Starting September 15th, they will also have an office at 1902 Resort Street in Baker City. They have great professionals.
Brackenberry, the ball carrier. Tackled by a packet dog. 3rd and 9. Pass is incomplete. Injury timeout. Everybody please stay seated. Everything's looking okay down there.
Was he out?
Here. Bulldogs up 43-7. It'll be 4th down after we get the time out. Again, as always, just want to thank everyone for joining us out there. Always a pleasure to be with you. They're still tending to the injured Riverhawk. We'll just hit you with another one of our amazing sponsors, Goyer and Associates. They're CPAs in Eastern Oregon's full-service accounting and tax specialists with offices in Baker City and LeGrand. And they've been supporting youth sports, I love this, since 1946. Doesn't get better than that. Check them out at 1005 Adams in LeGrand or 2790 in Main Street in Baker City. You can give them a call, 541-523-4471. You see there on your screen, the injured player there, Hunter Boustros, is making his way back across the thing. He's running off. Love to see that. That makes everybody take a deep breath here. All right, and while we're waiting to get lined up here, too, I got to tell you, another one of our sponsors. You may have heard me mention them. We got to mention them. Make sure we get the graphic on the screen. So Reed and Associates here, 4th and 9 coming up, you'll see. But they can help you during the Medicare election period, October 15th through December 7th. And they got some great news. Starting September 15th, they will also have an office at 1902 Resort Street in Baker City. They have great professional, friendly, and knowledgeable staff and service and are huge supporters of the youth community. Reed and Associates for home, auto, Medicare, and life. Give them a call at 541-975-1364 or stop by 904 Adams in LeGrand or 1902 Resort Street in Baker City. All right, so after the punt, there is a flag on the play, so we'll see where that is. They did spot the ball at the 25. Again, do see a penalty on the field. Believe it'll be holding.
Now you have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Time is ticking. Get there.
See what the White House has to say. Eventually. All right, so the call was an illegal block in the back on the Bulldogs, so that'll be a 10-yard penalty, I believe, from the end of the kick. So that'll start them at about the 15-yard line. So a bit of ways to go for the Bulldogs. We'll see what they elect to do. They got Tucker Reed, the sophomore, in at quarterback. Colton Lucian behind him. And freshman Jeremiah Blackburn in the backfield as well to his right. They're going to give it to Lucian. Breaks through a few tackles, but then he's going to be brought down by the Riverhawks after a gain of three. So as we continue on here, just about a minute left in the third quarter. Remind you of another one of our outstanding sponsors, Grays West and Company. Their Pioneer Chapel is renowned after more than 90 years of excellence. They provide unparalleled personal service, unmatched facilities, and guaranteed value to every family that calls upon their family. They're located right here in Baker City, 1500 Dewey Avenue, or give them a call, 541-523-3677. Or you can check them out online, grayswestco.com. Colton Lucian breaking some tackles, rumbling along. Picks up about 27 or so. There is an injured Riverhawk in the backfield. I think they'll take a timeout here, officials timeout. We'll take a timeout with them as well and be back right after this.
Eastern Oregon is home to natural wonders, historical sites, and unforgettable experiences. Nobody should have to choose what to leave out of their trip to the area. Elgin's Hunaha RV Park is located in the center of Eastern Oregon's best tourism corridor. Offering 25 pull-through sites, 19 back-in sites, tent camping, showers, and free Wi-Fi, Hunaha is here to fit your vacation needs. Downtown Elgin features family-friendly restaurants, coffee shops, shopping, and the award-winning Elgin Opera House. Don't leave anything out on your next trip to Northeast Oregon. Book your stay today at HunahaRVPark.com.
We've been around a while. In fact, we're the longest serving independent insurance agency in LeGrand. Our legacy is providing personalized solutions for all types of insurance policies. Integrity and doing things right are just who we are. When you do have a claim, we'd rather wave at you at the grocery store than hide from you or run around the corner. Whether stopping by or giving us a call, you'll be talking to us. No call centers, no phone trees, and no runaround. We are the Valley Insurance team, providing peace of mind, one household at a time.
Need something to watch while you sip your early morning coffee before work? Tune in to Eastern Oregon's only live morning video talk show, AM Live, right here on the EOA network. BC and Dalles hosts while shooting the breeze about local happenings, sports, weather, or whatever else comes to mind, featuring special guests.
All right, back here at Bulldog Memorial Stadium, the injured Riverhawk Joseph Derryberry was able to walk off under his own power as well, so he looks to be okay. It'll be Reed in shot. Takes the pitch to Lucian. Got a few yards there before he's brought down after a gain of 4. And that will end the quarter here in Bulldog Memorial Stadium. We'll take a quick break and be back for the fourth quarter after this.
Need something to watch while you sip your early morning coffee before work? Tune in to Eastern Oregon's only live morning video talk show, AM Live, right here on the EOA network. BC and Dalles hosts while shooting the breeze about local happenings, sports, weather, or whatever else comes to mind, featuring special guests from Eastern Oregon and beyond. AM Live, 8 a.m. every Tuesday and Thursday morning, right here on the EOA network.
All right, welcome back as we get set to begin here shortly. Fourth quarter action. My name is Jesse Taub. Once again, always a pleasure to be with you here on Halloween night. Nothing too spooky happening here, although we do got some sing-along going on in the background. For the Bulldogs, though, they're going to, if this result holds, they'll end the season with a 3-6 record. However, those first 3 games they played, they end up taking on, as we'll see here, the first, second, and fourth place team in state. So unquestionably one of the hardest schedules thus far. But they're going to end strong. Again, they pick up the win. That'll put them at 3-1 in league. They'll take second place and head to the postseason. All right, Reed back at quarterback, Lucian behind him. They're going to hand it off again. Ooh, great penetration there by the Riverhawks. That's number 21, Julian Barajas, senior linebacker, making the stop in the backfield. So it'll bring up third and looks like 9 after the loss of 3. See what the Bulldogs elect to do. Coming up on third down. Again, we are at a running clock at this point since the score has gotten to 35-point spread. All right, 3 wide receivers set for Reed. Lucian behind him, looking left. Now he's looking back right, going to set up the screen to Lucian, who makes the first man miss. He's got some blockers and some space. Ooh, he's able to make a man miss. I thought he needed to break it outside. Instead, Lucian says, no, sir, I go where I want. Colton Lucian, 57-yard touchdown from Tucker Reed. That's the 7th Baker touchdown through the air. Here, the Valley Insurance replay. Again, that screen pass set up. Lucian, great blocking out in front, continues. I thought he was going to bounce it out their side to the left, but he says, no, sir, I'll go up the middle. Takes it all the way through. Colton Lucian. So Tucker Reed now with 2 touchdown passes of his own, one to Ryder Nimmo, a 14-yard pass, and now a 57-yarder to Colton Lucian, as Maldonado will look to add the extra point and put the 50-burger on the board. Snap is good, hold is good, kick up, and no good. So no 50-burger. We'll leave it at 49-7. Take a quick break and come back right after a word.
I think oftentimes with mental health, people can feel like they are alone and they're the only ones struggling. And I would want them to know that they're not alone.
It takes one text or one phone call to save someone from a mental health crisis.
Talking about mental health means that you are brave, you are strong, and you're not alone.
So if you're ever feeling alone or afraid, know that there are people of the younger generation that would love to help you. The Agri-Stress Helpline is free, confidential, 24/7, and available by phone or text.
Give it to me.
Oh, yeah.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As the Bulldogs get set to kick, got to let you know about our wonderful sponsor, OTEC. Do you know who owns your electric utility? Well, as an electric cooperative, Oregon Trail Electric Co-op is owned by you, the people who get electricity at the end of OTEC lines. You can learn about the advantages of being an OTEC member-owned, including how we support our communities and the future of Eastern Oregon through academic and trade school scholarships by visiting their website at otec.coop. All right, Maldonado's kick is deep. Going to be their number 3, Logan Mitchell, the quarterback, receiving it. Going to get it out across the 30, brought down at the 32 there by the Bulldogs. So the Riverhawks will take over 1st and 10 here. Again, a great showing here by the Bulldog defense. If you joined us a little bit late, the only blemish on the defense came after a blocked punt, or a snap that went over the Bulldog punter's head, which was recovered at the 8, and then their big man, Josh Brackenbury, just rumbled in from the 8 for a touchdown. But other than that, Bulldog defense has been stingy. All right, approaching 9 minutes to go in the half. 1st and 10, Riverhawks. Mitchell looking left, still looking left. He sees a lot of space to the right. He's going to take off. Going to be brought down after a gain of 5 by Jackson Everson, senior D end for the Bulldogs. So it'll bring up 2nd and 4-ish. And while they're getting ready for that, another one of our great sponsors, CoverWorks Plus, your Baker City experts for flooring, countertops, and more. Value today, charm tomorrow, with upgrades that make sense and help your home make dollars. CoverWorks Plus, neighbors you can trust. Located right here in Baker City, 2101 Main Street, or you can give them a call at 541-239-5600. All right, Mitchell under center. Brackenbury at the top of the eye. They're going to do a quick screen, however, to Kenslow. Tripped up, able to make a couple people miss, break 3 tackles, see if he can get put out of bounds. He does, but not before he picks up a 1st down. So the Dalles continue the drive. Take a look at our Valley Insurance replay here. Little screen. Almost stumbles. Great balance there by Kenslow. Splits the defenders there. 3 missed tackles. And then finally he's going to be pushed out there by senior Connor Martin. So if the Riverhawks looking to put together a little bit of a drive here and end the year on a high note, as we approach 7 minutes here to go in the 4th. The LeGrand Pendleton game has also been blown open up there, 41-13. LeGrand on top. So they will be your GOL champions for the league. Ooh, a little fullback trap here to Blackenbury, the big man for the Dalles. Picks up about 7 before he's brought down from the Bulldogs. We'll bring up 2nd and 4 here after the 6-yard carry. Mitchell in the shotgun. Looking right. Got a couple people open. Going short. Ooh, just over the top of his receiver there. NC. Going to be incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 4 here. Another one of our great sponsors located right here in Baker City. One of my favorite, Kick Sportswear. They have always believed in investing in Baker athletes. Tonight's support for the Bulldogs is just one example of that. And when it comes to custom gear, they've got the whole community covered. Sports apparel, embroidery, screen printing for businesses, schools, and fundraisers. If you need your logo on it, Kicks can make it happen. Kick Sportswear, 1801 Main Street here in Baker City. Give them a call, 541-523-7463, or stop in and see what you can find. All right, Mitchell here, 3rd and 4, is going to drop back to pass. Still looking for anybody. Doesn't really quite find anybody before he's pressured there by Joe Warbus, number 81, off the edge. So it'll be an incomplete pass, but still 4th and 4. The Dalles leaving their offense on the field. And it looks like they're going to take a timeout. They will take a timeout. So we'll take, hopefully, our final break of the night and be back for the end of the 4th quarter after this.
Eastern Oregon is full of interesting people, with interesting minds and interesting things to say. Here at EO Live, we're committed to connecting you to these intriguing people with EO Talks. We let our special guests share their ideas and life experiences with deep, open, engaging, and inquisitive conversations. You'll also be informed in depth on some of the most recent and relevant events, issues, and more. EO Talks on EO Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
All right, so with a solid 5 minutes here to go in the 4th quarter, 4th and 4 for the Riverhawks. Baker put in a few of their underclassmen here, get him some experience. Ooh, a high snap. Mitchell's got to pick it up and make something happen. He's trying. Going to be brought down, though, in the backfield. That'll be the Lewis Jules, the senior for the Bulldogs, picking up the sack there. And Baker will take over 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line. All right, our final sponsor, once again, you may have heard of EOA Network. By going to EOA.network, you can find all the locations where EO Alive content can be found. And there's also a place where you can donate to EOA as an appreciation of being able to see this content for free. No donation is too small there. Your support and the support of all of these sponsors are literally what makes these games possible. All right, so just under 4 minutes to go here. The Bulldogs read the quarterback. Believe number 80 there on the carry. That's going to be, 90. Roman Zickraft, the senior, gets a rare carry there. Not often you see number 90 carrying the ball. We get to 3.5 to go. Ooh. Reed hands it off to Zickraft. He's met quickly there by Josh Brackenberry. Pulls him down. Again, I don't know if you heard, there's a number of whistles going off, and then he was brought down after that. 2 flags on the field accordingly. For the seniors at Baker, though, on this one, like I said, they came into this year, not a lot of people believing much in them. For them to come out 3-6, and like I said, those first 3 games they played 3 of the top 4 teams in state. But since then, they've gone 3-3, big wins over Pendleton, Ontario, and the Dalles. They're securing their spot in the postseason. Seniors for the Bulldogs, Logan Crawford, senior wide receiver. Braden Anderson, another senior wide receiver. Senior running back, Daniel Maldonado. Wide receiver, tight end, Connor Martin. Wide receiver, Eli Long. Another wide receiver, Jack Murphy. Seniors for the Bulldogs, Jackson Fosterling as well, along with Otis Young, Isaac Berry, Lewis Jules on the line, Jackson Everson on the line as well, Ryland Janis, and Roman Zikreff, as you see carrying the ball there, all seniors for Baker. As we head under 2 minutes now, again, those seniors setting the tone, not just for this year, but also future years for Bulldog football. Led by first-year head coach Jeff Olivier. Done a nice job here with these boys. Again, as I mentioned, we won't know where Baker is headed till probably later this weekend, I'd imagine, as they line up here in victory formation. Kind of depends what happens here, but most likely they're heading to the western side, possibly Cascade, maybe Henley, maybe Scappoose, kind of see how things play out. So you want to stay tuned or stay posted if you're a Bulldog fan to see where they will be headed. As we approach a minute here. On your screen in front of you, again, I can't thank these sponsors enough. Without them, none of this would have been possible. And for me, this is a lot of fun to do. And so it's been a pleasure this year and in past years for me able to do this. So as you see there, Reed and Associates, Nature's Pantry, Gray's Westco, their Pioneer Chapel, Hobby Habit, R&S Tire and Auto, B&K Auto Salvage, Valley Insurance, been sponsoring our replay all year long, Goyer and Associates, OTEC, the East-West Shrine Game here in Baker, Coverworks Plus, CHD, Kick Sportswear, Hunana RV Park, and Eastern Oregon University. A giant thanks to all of them making this possible. I know the boys love seeing this family out of town. Everybody appreciates these types of streams. So once again, a big thank you to the communities, again, of Pendleton, LeGrand, and Baker City for the businesses stepping up, making some donations, and making this possible for these boys. So a big thank you once again to them. As the final seconds tick off here, the Bulldogs going to take it on senior night. A big win, 49-7, and they are headed to the postseason. Got to feel good for the seniors there, and this whole team been putting in some great work all year long, and we make it through the game with no serious injuries, most important of all. A big thanks to Tanya Clapp, who's been running the camera tonight and all year long, and Brent Clapp for directing tonight and bringing this game to you. This game was produced by Brent Clapp Productions, your one-stop shop for photo, video, and streaming needs in Eastern Oregon. I'm Jesse Taub, and thanks for joining us tonight on this EOA webcast. It's been fun, everyone. Thank you once again. It's been a pleasure. I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful winter as the temperature starts to get a little cool, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you all once again. We'll see you next year.